All right, hey, good morning, folks. So we're starting off our weekend. Got up early, well, kind of early. It's 20 till 10. I was at this estate sale. I've been there for about 20 minutes. Found some pretty good stuff. Later on today, after I get done with my family stuff, I'll be at my storage unit, and I'll make sure to show you guys everything. I need to come up with a better name for my storage unit. Call it the slim picking unit, or not so slim picking unit, the not so slim unit, something like that. I don't know. It's just been going through my head. But anyway, so I went to this estate sale, and for being the second day, they had a decent amount of stuff here. Let's see where I'm going. There we go. They had a decent amount of stuff, and it's pouring down rain, so sorry if you guys are hearing the rain right now. But I went in, there was some stuff in the living room, and she mentioned the basement was open, and I wasn't videotaping anything because I can't find my dang sunglasses, and I just used them last week. I don't know what I did with them, or somebody moved them in my house or what. So no footage of me shopping, unfortunately, but I'll tell you about it real quick. Went right downstairs because a lot of times people don't really look around at everything downstairs and in estate sales, and that's typically where I find my best stuff. So I ended up finding in the kitchen, I found an old, well, I'm not going to go through everything that I found. I can show you that in the storage unit. But when I came upstairs, I did see one of my competitors, if you will. I see this fella and his wife like all over the place. Shopping and yard sales and stuff. I run into him quite a bit. I don't know his name or anything, but he definitely looked familiar. But I ended up coming out of there with $10 worth of stuff, and that's exactly how much I was thinking to offer her, and she offered me 10, so it was a pretty good deal. So, but one of the items I'm hoping to sell for close to $100, so that's pretty good. So like I said, I'll get back to the storage unit later on today, and I'll show you guys what I found. One other thing that I wanted to mention real quick was I got my stuff and I went back out to the car, and I was going to go back into the garage, and I was looking in the garage, and they had two of the big, like, these are probably 32-inch or bigger, the old school 32-inch, like the CRT TVs, and like the big ones with the huge giant back, like they're just giant TVs. And those things are a monster. They're freaking heavy, but what they're good for are for people that want to play retro video games like Nintendo 64 or Nintendo, and they just play better on those old school TVs. But they were filthy, and they just did not look like in good shape. Like, even the remotes are just covered. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, if these even work. They've been in this garage forever with the humidity and moisture and all that stuff. Like, I'm not gonna lug these. If they were inside, I definitely would think about it more, but no, that was like a hard pass. And they even had a smaller CRT TV that looked like it was like a 15-inch or something like that, maybe even smaller than that. But again, it was just filthy. Like, I saw like that orange film around the edges, which looked like somebody was probably smoking in the garage, and it was not good. But they did have this sweet LED, this old school light up sign, which was from a local bar that was in our town a long time ago, which I don't think it is, but it was badass. And I'll put the picture up here, and it was bolted to the wall, had old school electricity hookups to it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely not doing this, but this would be right up somebody's alley. The name of the bar is Straight Home. Like, hey honey, I'm going straight home, and then you're going to the bar. But I thought that, I took a picture of that big light up sign. That thing is just freaking sweet. I love finding stuff like that. Anyway, I've been rambling too long, so I'll show you what I got at the estate sale when I get back to my storage unit later on today. Hey there, what's happening, folks? We're back here at the storage unit. Just got back a little while ago doing some family stuff. So let me show you what I picked up today at the estate sale. And like I said, I spent $10 there. I had, how many things do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 items, small pile. And she offered me $10, which is exactly how much I wanted to pay. So let me show you what I got. So I did pick up a plush, and this needs to be cleaned up a little bit. It's kind of dirty, but we got Barney here. Barney plush sells. This is the one plush that sometimes I am able to sell, but I'll have to do some link cleanup on this guy. But this, I should be able to get. I saw some sold comps between $6 and $9, but I think I'm probably going to list them for $5, and we'll see what happens. I picked up, have you ever seen these handheld, like solitaire or poker games, that kind of things? These sell pretty good, honestly, so I got to make sure it works. There's batteries in it, but this probably hasn't even been turned on in forever. I don't even know how to do that here. Yeah, so I gotta check to see if this works. If it works, we're thinking like $10 to $15 plus shipping. We got an old trucker snapback hat. I like the color on this. It just says California, but it's definitely an old hat. The bill's not dry rotted or anything. We got a made in USA, so that's good. High end $15 plus shipping, low end about $10. So vintage hats, snapbacks, they do pretty good. Got a couple of cameras. I just kind of snatched this one up. This is a Kodak Advantix, and again, I got to test these to make sure they work. If this one works, maybe close to $10 plus shipping, probably under that, honestly. And then this is a digital camera. It's pretty dirty, but again, little small digital cameras, point and shoot. This isn't like a Canon or anything. It'd be great if it was. The brand is Digital Concepts, but still, I looked this up, about $10 to $15 plus shipping. That's if it works, so hopefully it does. And we got a old Scrabble game here. I just looked this one up too. This is from, looks like 1953 is what, yeah. Copyright, you can see it down there. It says like 48, 49, 53. But it had the 4 tile holders. It looks like it's got all, I don't know how many Scrabble pieces are supposed to be here, but it's got the board and everything. So it looks to be pretty much complete. But I saw one of these go on eBay for right under $20, I think it was. So that'd be cool. I was gonna, a lot of times those Scrabble boards, like if you watch Kevin at Commonwealth Picker, he always buys Scrabbles and he parts them out. So like he'll sell the tile things like separately, he'll sell the letters and stuff separately and the board separately. So I'm probably still looking to that and see if it's worth me to part it out rather than doing it as a whole. And I forgot to look this one up. This was a backgammon. Some of these backgammons can go for pretty good money, especially if you get the ones that are in like a wooden case, like a really nice carrying case. But this one looks like looks like it's got the chips. Looks like we have some dye in here. Little rolly cups. Got some red dye. I don't know what's supposed to be in here. So I'll look this up. Not sure what it goes for. Look at that old board. That board actually looks pretty nice. I don't know. 1975. 1975 by Selchaw and Ryder. So we'll look this up. But I'm thinking probably $10, $10, $15. But on the high end, these can go for a lot of money. So I don't know. We'll see. Then this was the big one here. So let me pull down the camera and I'll show you guys what we're working with here. So obviously this case does not look really good. It's in kind of rough shape. But it's not so much the case that I'm worried about. It's what's inside. So here is an old Brother Echelon 79 typewriter. So far it looks like it's working pretty good, I guess. So yeah, I mean, looks like it works pretty good. I don't know how to test it. I don't know if these I don't really know how these work, to be honest with you. I don't think these are electric or anything, but yeah, these go for pretty good money. I know I'm doing a terrible job explaining this. So vintage typewriters do pretty well, especially if you get the ones that are like a weird color, like a blue or something like that. But the last one I just checked, sold comp on this one sold for over $90 plus shipping. So that's pretty good. So like I said, so for all this stuff here, I paid $10 for. And so I don't know, 10, 20, 25, what do we say, 30, probably $10 for this, that's 40. If we sell this for 20, that's 60. I don't know what this will go for, so we'll say $10 for now, so that's 70. And then we got around $100. We'll say 80 on a low one, so that's 150. So $10 to make $150 about. So that sounds pretty good, right? I'll have to look up this backgammon game because I'm really curious to see what this sells for. Let me do that real quick. Maybe a little more than what I expected. Looks like I had a comp for around $20. It was like $16 plus shipping. And then I saw one, the board itself went for right under $10 plus shipping. So I think it's still fair to say $10 to $15 plus shipping on that. My estimate is probably the same. So all this stuff sells. We're figuring about $150. So yeah, that's pretty good, right? I'll take that for $10 all day. Let me show you what I've got going on. I only have one order going out today so far on eBay. I'm going to go ahead and pull that order now so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. I think it's up here, actually. There it is. I got this a long time ago at Goodwill for $1. I don't even know why I bought it. But I did look up a sold comp. This was before I really paid attention to sell-through rate. And sell-through rate is kind of important. So, for instance, if I see this book and it's sold on eBay for $10, but there's 1,000 listed and only 3 have sold, the sell-through rate is terrible. But now if there's 1,000 listed and, 1,000 have sold, that's like 100% sell-through rate. So obviously that would be good. But anyway, I got this for $1. I sold it for $1.99 plus shipping. I'm just happy to get rid of it. So there you go. You guys get to see my wins and my losses. So I show you everything. I'll spare you the packing details on this, but I appreciate you guys coming by the channel. And I did find my sunglasses. They're in the car. So I don't know why they were in the spot that they were. I don't think I put them there. Maybe I did. But anyway, found them. So next time I go sourcing, I'll be able to record. So I wasn't able to record today. But thanks for coming by the channel, guys. I appreciate it. Give me a like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see you all next time.